Hello there, my friends. Chris Marcus here with you on Wednesday, October 18th. Today we have a quick video about an interesting development that you may not have heard of, although I was a little bit stunned when I first came across it last Friday. And that is that there are rumors, again, this has not happened yet, although we'll just say that there are rumors, whether they're true or not. I think there's a good chance they are, that Amazon is considering accepting Bitcoin as payment. Which, again, in terms of understanding pricing, trading, or investing in the cryptos, or just from the standpoint of wondering, are we actually seeing a shift as we speak in what is money? Certainly, there's a lot of people in the Bitcoin and the cryptos are bubble camp. I don't really fall in there myself just because as I continue to learn more about the cryptos and see how they can actually be used, I just find myself being more and more impressed. And when you just go in with, forget what you thought you know, or just go in and trying to learn about what the cryptos actually are and what they can do, I've just found myself continuously stunned. Now, I know there's a lot of the gold and silver guys that, and certainly, I don't know if I fell completely into this camp, but yes, I still think gold and silver are good. Yet, we're seeing the Bitcoin market develop in front of us. First, it was Venezuela using it as a currency. Now, again, with the Amazon thing, should that turn out to be true, of course, again, this isn't confirmed yet. Although, according to an article that I'll link below, there's a fellow named James Altucher. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that last name right. Although I've read some of James' work before. Interesting fella, and his blog, I believe he was saying that he expects an October 26th announcement. um, but let's think about what that would actually mean if now one of the largest retailers is accepting Bitcoin. I mean, we've exited. It's no longer some hypothetical gadget that just techies or coders are using to transfer things. But now you have a prime large online retailer like Amazon possibly accepting Bitcoin. So again, if you had a stable currency here, hey, if the dollar was being brilliantly managed, wasn't being print like it's going out of style, then I would see a lot of these things differently. But you do have the dollar that's being printed that all signs indicate the world is abandoning on some level, whether it's China or Russia coming up with their own cryptos or making trade arrangements where they don't need to clear through dollars anymore, or buying oil in gold or yuan, which I believe we'll be hearing more about in the next couple days. That's a story that's been going around for the past couple weeks. And there's a big Chinese meeting that I believe begins today. So we'll see if there's any more detail, if that's actually going to happen, perhaps when that might happen. But in either case, the signs that people are saying the dollar, we don't want to use this anymore. We see that you're manipulating. We see that you print it. We see that you're cheating the system. And so you do have people going to alternatives, and now to see the cryptos possibly being implemented in such a public, high traffic place makes me feel more and more like it's not just some passing trend or phase yet, that we actually are beginning to see the transition to a new currency system, which I personally think is exciting. Again, I've been blown away as I learn about what the cryptos can do, even outside of the currency functions. Again, I'm not saying go load up your entire savings into cryptos today, although, at least from my perspective, I've invested a little more because when you see the way some of these trends are going and not what people who don't understand it are saying, but where it's actually being used and implemented. Fascinating stuff to watch. So, that said, leave your comments below. Would love to know what you're seeing out there. I've been going out surveying just regular people, asking if they know about Bitcoin, if they're using it, and some of the responses are fascinating. That's how I actually first heard of this Amazon news. So let me know what you're seeing and thinking, and we'll see you again tomorrow.